Hey guys, what is up? I'm Cameo, and today I'm bringing you my first ever $400 PC build that can run GTA 5. So it's great for anyone who's looking to build their first ever gaming PC but don't want to break the bank, or people who are looking to upgrade from just a standard workstation PC and get into a little bit of PC gaming. The first item in this build is the AMD Athlon X4 860K quad-core processor. It's standard clocked at 3.7 GHz and can be overclocked to 4.2 GHz. Now, I wouldn't recommend overclocking right out the gate. I would recommend buying a third-party CPU cooler if you want to overclock, but 3.7 GHz with the stock cooler will work fine for gaming. Next thing on this list is the Gigabyte F2A68HMH Micro ATX FM2 Plus motherboard. So it's a pretty cheap motherboard and it works for the CPU, which is exactly what we need. It has 2 RAM slots and can support up to 64 gigabytes of RAM. So you could have 232 sticks in there, but we're not going to be doing that with this build. Unfortunately, you can't run SLI or Crossfire on this motherboard, but it is a Micro ATX board because we are doing a budget build. So with a $400 build, you wouldn't be trying to do a Crossfire setup anyway. So I think this motherboard will work fine for this setup. For RAM, I went with the Corsair Vengeance 8GB DDR3 1600 kit. For $55, you're getting 2 4GB sticks, which are going to handle basically any game that you throw at them. I went with the Western Digital Blue 1TB 7200 RPM hard drive for storage. For the price of this hard drive, you could have bought a 120GB SSD, but with games being so big these days when it comes to size of the files, like GTA 5 was 65GB fully installed, you're going to want a lot of space, and this hard drive isn't slow, it's just not as fast as an SSD, but it gives you a ton of storage. 1TB is a ridiculous amount of storage and can hold all your games. So this is probably the most important part of the build, which is the graphics card. I spent a lot of time deciding what would be the best option for this build, and I eventually decided that the Radeon R7 260X 2GB card would be the best choice. Now, it's very comparable to the 750 Ti by NVIDIA, but is a little bit cheaper, which is why I chose it for the build. It can run GTA 5 at medium to high settings in 1080p, which means it can also run a ton of games at medium to high settings 1080p, because GTA 5 is an extensive game, so there's not going to be too many games that you can't play at all with this card. It's a very small but very powerful card, especially for the price. It's just the best card for this budget, I feel. For power, I went with the EVGA 430W 80+ certified power supply. It's a very reliable brand. I love EVGA power supplies. I love their graphics cards. EVGA is one of my favorite computer brands, and I've never had any issues with my EVGA power supplies. I've had multiple power supplies, and I've never had any issues. So this is a reliable power supply, plus it'll have plenty of power if you decide to overclock the CPU or upgrade the graphics card. You should be fine with this power supply. To wrap everything together, I chose the Fractal Design Core 1100 Micro ATX Mini Tower case. For $35, it provides a sleek but small design to hold all your components. The Steam Summer Sale is just around the corner, and I believe this is the best time to get into PC gaming. Instead of spending $700, $800, or even close to $1,000 on your first gaming PC, this $400 build gives you a great start. Plus, you can play a majority of games on high settings at 1080p. And like I said, with the Steam Summer Sale coming up, you're going to be able to buy a ton of games with the money that you saved from this build. Because what's the point of having a gaming PC if you don't have any games? Am I right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There will be a PC part picker link down in the description if you guys want to modify or order these parts to actually build the computer. If you do end up building this specific build, just tweet me a picture. I'm at ImCameo, as you can see on the screen. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you disliked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and in the comments, leave any questions, feedback, suggestions, or just straight up comments in general on this video. So thank you for watching. I'm Cameo, and I'll see you guys next time.